Good afternoon and welcome to the National Stadium here in Kingston, Jamaica. It's a Concacaf Women's Qualifiers. It's day number 4 and the qualifiers for the Concacaf final round in the USA October 4 to 17 are becoming clearer. In fact, as many as 2, possibly 3 could be decided depending on the result of the games scheduled for today. The late game will feature Jamaica against Trinidad and Tobago, the big Caribbean derby, and that will come your way at 7 o'clock local time. But at the moment, we're focusing on Bermuda versus Antigua and Barbuda. These two teams, neither are yet to get off the mark as far as points are concerned, and they're also not able to get on the score sheet just yet. You bet, though, one or both will get off the mark today as far as points are concerned. Let's see how the goals will go as well. But Antigua and Barbuda, they are already officially out of contention for a spot. They're just honoring this fixture. In fact, this is the last game for them. And of course, they've lost all the games played so far. The 3 games, they lost 9-0 to Jamaica. And of course, they were beaten also by Cuba, and Trinidad and Tobago beat them by 7-0 as well. So the Antigua and Barbuda team, they've really conceded a hatful of goals in this championship and would want to end, I'm sure, this afternoon on a bang. The Bermudans have played much better than the Antiguans, but they're yet to win a game. They've played 2 games so far, so they still have 2 games to go, including this one against the Antigua and Barbuda team. The teams are in the tunnel. The Concacaf anthem being struck up, and the ball boys accompanying the flag that tells you what the ultimate aim of all the teams participating here are. That's to get into the World Cup finals in France 2019. So the teams are making their way out. The Bermudans to the right of screen in full red. The Antigua and Barbuda team sporting their black and gold outfit. And of course, the referee for this afternoon, Tatiana Guzman. And we'll tell you about the other members of the official party as soon as we get to that segment of the program. So we're going to be lined up right in front of the main stand and be observing the national anthems of these 2 countries and the meeting and greeting, the team photograph, and then we'll be ready to go. We're scheduled to get on the way at 4:06 local time. It's just about 2.5 minutes past 4 local time. So we're going to stand now and pause for the Antigua and Barbuda national anthem.
Please remain standing
will
for
remain
the Bermuda national anthem.
for the national anthem of Bermuda, God Save the Queen. So the national anthem of Bermuda is the same national anthem of the United Kingdom, God Save the Queen. And of course, you heard before that, Fair Antigua, we salute thee, the national anthem of Antigua and Barbuda. So we're minutes away from kickoff here at the National Stadium, and it's the 4th day of action, and this is game number 7. So 2 games to be played today. That's the Antigua and Barbuda lineup. They've made 2 changes. They've brought in goalkeeper Claysia Edwards in place of Nikisha Samuel, and Khadija Proctor, the number 14, has made her way into the starting lineup. So 2 changes made to Samuel Vincent's team, and the toss is now done here between the teams. Frazzoni in the number 10, wearing the captain's armband tonight. And as ever, Portia Davis, the captain of Antigua and Barbuda. So Marley Christian, the regular captain of Bermuda, she's sitting on the bench today, and one of 5 changes made, including the goalkeeper Mika Pond, who has distinguished herself so far. Her place has been taken by Chelsea Harvey. And the other coming in today, Ember Butterfield, Victoria Davis, Kayla Fulbird, and Kenisha Nante. So that's the substitute bench for both teams. And all will be looking to get some action in today. So as I mentioned, it's Antigua and Barbuda's final game of the championship. And they'll definitely be looking to get on to 2 very important statistics. One of getting, at the very least, 1, possibly 3 points to end the championship, and also to get on the score sheet. Bermuda yet to achieve any of those 2, but they still have another game to go, and they'll be in action on the final day of the championship against Trinidad and Tobago. So we're underway here. And both will be very confident that they could win this game today. Antigua and Barbuda setting the early standards. Good move here at the start of this game. Wayward. So encouraging movement here by the Antigua and Barbuda team early in the game. Of course, at attack they're led by J.D. Brown, the number 10, and eventually Damali Punt getting that cross in. But there was no one to profit to put that in the back of the net. But very good start for Antigua and Barbuda, and we're just in the 1st minute of the game. They'd be very encouraged by that. This is Frazzoni. Playing the ball, trying to pick out the outstanding number 15 player there for the Bermuda team. Of course, she's distinguished herself, Nia Christopher. And the last time the Bermudans were in action here. This has all the makings of a tight game. Vika Tittle, the number 5 for Antigua and Barbuda, has also seen a bit of the action in this championship. Here they come, the Antiguans once again. Brianna Humphreys gets a return pass, slows the pace of the game down. Antigua and Barbuda unable to string 5 passes together in any of the games that they've played so far, are suddenly stringing a number together. And Nia Christie almost getting through there. Importantly, she keeps possession for Bermuda. Here she is. Smart player, tricky player as well. Frazzoni teeing it up. And the effort just going over the bar. And coming in there from Sheeta Birch Waldron. Let's look at this latest effort. First shot towards goal. Not to be confused with on goal. It's just some distance away from the goal, but first shot towards goal for many of the teams. Throwing over on the far side to the Antigua and Barbuda team. And we expect a decent crowd a little later on tonight when the host country takes on their biggest rivals, Trinidad and Tobago. And the fans, I'm sure, over in Port of Spain and elsewhere in Trinidad and Tobago, in Marcus Beach and in Diego Martin and Punta Pier, you name them. I'm sure they're all looking forward to that mega showdown of Caribbean big guns. Here's Frazzoni. Looking there for Bertrand Waldron. There's Brianna Humphreys who will take this free kick. Ogaro. Captain Davis. Antigua and Barbuda streaming forward. Jadine Brown was the target. Didn't quite get through to her. One of the new players coming into this team, Victoria Davis for Bermuda, playing in the left fullback position. Now this is Waldron. Frazzoni did well to get possession and plays through a brilliant pass. Chance for Bermuda. Stopped there by the goalkeeper for Antigua and Barbuda, Glacia Edwards. But anxious moments there for Antigua and Barbuda as the Bermuda team got close. And that shot there from Akela Fulbert. Goalkeeper was in the right place at the right time. And that was the difference between Bermuda taking a 1-0 lead in this game.
Step, 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 team, step, team. Step out. Step out midfield. Step up midfield. Come.
5 minutes gone in the 7th game of the championship. And we're still waiting not only on the first goal in this game. As we take a look at this effort here, goalkeeper was right there. So we're not only waiting on the opening goal in this game, we're waiting on the opening goal from either team in this competition. Antigua after 3 games, Bermuda after 2. Jadine Brown. Early number 16 there for Bermuda. Tasne Fubla. It's been one of the mainstays of this Bermuda defensive setup. Throw to be taken by Khadija Proctor. Behind for a throw into Antigua, just taking it quickly. Bermuda comes away with it. Interception there from Antigua and Barbuda. And Bermuda back in possession. So the team's taking turn to turn over possession. Waldron playing in... brilliantly down there. And Nicola Stewart. So end-to-end action between two teams who are very close in quality. There was a bit of rain earlier. It has gone a far way in helping with the cool conditions currently prevailing in the capital. Dark gray clouds hovering. No immediate threat of rain. This is Waldron. Has the time and space to shoot. She does so. And again, the goalkeeper coming up with a save. The ball bounced innocuously in front of her. And Glacia Edwards tested seriously twice so far in the game. And twice she came up with the answer. First corner of the game to be struck by Nia Christopher for Bermuda. Let's have a look at it again. This is Waldron. She had the time and space. Could have picked her spot. And she just went for power. Goalkeeper Edwards was more than equal to the task. Referee Guzman isn't happy about something. Now she's happy. And corner. So in an attempt to head the ball away from the danger area, Brianna Humphreys succeeded only in heading the ball on one of her opponents, and the ball back off Brianna Humphreys. Here is Bermuda. Chance for a shot. This is Dale.
Step out, Tim.
Christopher. He's trying to set a dummy there, but Brianna Humphreys getting the ball away quite efficiently. It is Brackman who sold that dummy, which was not bought by Antigua Barbuda. So the captain of Antigua Barbuda is down injured. Nicola Stewart bring a bit of assistance until someone from the bench arrived to sort matters out here. Referee, I'm just looking at the facial expression of the referee, who might just call for a stretcher now. She was there, very good refereeing here. I mean, the game has stopped, but she's still on the job. She stood there and she was looking quite concerned. And then she said, you know what? Let me take no chances. And the fact that they'll have to be fanning her looks a little more concerning than it did initially. This looks a little bit more serious. Don't want to sound like an alarmist, but this looks very, 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 very serious. This is actually... This calls for them to... I'm no medical doctor, but I just think they need to get her away from there and get her away very quickly to the medical room or something. She's motionless. So the volunteers are doing as best as they can to get her out of here very, very quickly. Let's hope that she's okay. And as best as we can, we'll try to keep you updated on the situation here with the Antigua Barbuda captain. Well, it's not the captain. It's Davika Tittle as a player. Portia Davis is already out there. So Antigua and Barbuda down to 10 players. But we really hope that she's going to be okay. Back to the action with Bermuda in possession. Good sharing of the football on the left channel between Bragman and Dill. Now Frazzoni trying to get a bit of the action. And that clearance coming in there from Karen Warner, who, despite the concession of a number of goals by this Antigua and Barbuda team, you could see that Warner in one of their leading lights. Nicola Stewart has come deep. Waldron picks it up and motors forward for Bermuda. She finds a dangerous near Christopher. Christopher sticking with the play, almost getting possession. This is Dill. Good opportunity here for Bermuda. And right there, eventually, on minute number 14, the Bermudans have taken the lead. Kayla Fulbert. She threatened earlier, brought out a brilliant save from Glacia Edwards, but this time she just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And on minute number 14, the Bermudans have scored their first goal of the championship. This is it. A cross there from Dill. Stewart failed to deal with it well, and it fell into the pathway of Kayla Furbert, and she did the rest. The first goal for Bermuda, and it has taken them 2 games and 14 minutes so to do, but they're off the mark, leading this game by a 1-0 over an Antigua team that has been putting up a much better showing than they have in their last 3 games. And they're also down to 10 players. One of their players injured, had to be taken to the medical facility. Another player is down, almost in a similar spot. This is Karen Warner, applying the good old magic spray to that left hamstring. And I can tell you that the player who was taken away will take no further part in this competition. Her place will be taken by Lakeisha Samuel. And they'll do that. They're calling for the stretcher again. So referee Guzman taking absolutely no chances with these injuries. It seemed as if Warner was going to be back on her feet, but the pain, I suppose, is too much. Now she's been taken up, and she's telling the guy she's okay, but she still has to leave the field because the stretcher was summoned into the park. She says she's okay, but she's back down, and now the referee will pull rank and say, listen, I have no choice but to go on it now, which is what's happening. That's to show why she refused initially. It's already there. I walk off when you can be taken off. Save yourself some of that pain. So now Samuel is onto the field. She's on. She's on in place of Brittany Edwards. So Brittany Edwards is a player who was down, and her place taken by Lakeisha Samuel. So they're not quite back to 11 players just yet, because Karen Warner, no sooner had Samuel gone onto the field, Warner was taken off on a stretcher. But her injury doesn't seem to be very serious, so you expect her to be back in short staff, and she's such a very important part of this component. You don't expect them to substitute her quite easily. So Bermuda with a 14th-minute goal by Kayla Furbert, leading this contest by 1-0. Free kick to Bermuda. Victoria Davis, number 3 in the left fullback position.
was good covering you too.
Goalkeeper Chelsea Harvey has seen very little of this football since the start of this game because the Bermuda defense has stood up very, very well. Here they come again. This is Ferbert looking for her second. No, that time she was trying to pick out Dale, who was arriving on the left side of the 18-yard area. So they're back in possession, Bermuda. Carelessly given away. She won't pay the price because they've won back possession. So Bermuda, they've upped the tempo since scoring that goal. Ferbert. Waldron is over there with her. Now it's Antigua Barbuda's turn to attack. This is Ogaro. Chasing down the left channel. Still Ogaro. She has Frazzoni for company. Good work here by Antigua Barbuda in keeping possession. Here they come again, the team in red, Bermuda.
Well done, Cece. Well done.
Nicola Stewart, just shadowing the ball and allowing Edwards to collect.
Beautiful. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Let's go again. Somebody get your body from there and them run to the middle. We can take a foul. Don't let them run in there.
So Karen Warner is still not back on the field. So Antigua and Barbuda still down to 10 players.
Fall back now. There you go. Well done. Well done. Keep up. Keep up. Okay, well done. Let's go
Bermuda
again.
looking for a second goal. That was Dale. Have a look at this latest opportunity here from Bermuda.
Yeah, just hold deeper.
And that was the goal actually on minute 14. So across that Sonia Nicola Stewart failed to deal with. And Kayla Ferbert was right there to just tap it into the open net for Bermuda's first goal of the championship and the opening goal in this game. Happened 5 minutes ago. Here's Frazzoni. Ferbert, the goal scorer. Cut out by Brown, but Dill pushed over in front of referee Guzman, who says play on. Bragman. Antigua and Barbuda. Final pass has been their Achilles heel so far. Not able, when they get into those promising positions and situations, to pick the right passes. They yet to register a shot on goal, which is something that we've said time and again in their previous 3 games. And no wonder they are yet to score a goal in this tournament. Who can be the herring for this Antigua and Barbuda team today? Christopher Frazzoni, elevated to captain today. She's been really the linchpin of this Bermuda team. Ogaro in a tussle there with Waldron. Waldron and her team gets the advantage. Another Antigua and Barbuda player is down. This looks like Ogaro. Captain Portia Davis. And Warner is back on the field. There she is in the number 2. She knows what it is to be laying down on the deck, writhing in pain. Just minutes ago, she was in a similar situation, Warner. And now they're looking over Ogaro. Let's have a look at what happened here. She, Ogaro, and Waldron. Yeah, self-inflicted injury. She was attempting to get the ball away from Waldron. She missed all and sundry. She says she's okay and good enough to continue. So the Bermuda team took the opportunity to come across to have a chat with their assistant coach. Aaron Denkins is the assistant coach, and the head coach is Nikita Robinson. Goalkeeper Harvey. Amber Butterfield in the right fullback position. It's one of the 5 changes made by Coach Robinson. Almost full half of the team is new to the starting lineup from their last game. So if Bermuda wins, they remain in contention. Now they must win. A draw would not do it for them because only 3 teams can advance, and there are already 3 teams in the competition with 3 points. So if Bermuda doesn't win, good move here from Christopher. They're making a meal of getting this away from their danger area, Antigua and Barbuda. So 3 teams already have 6 points in this competition. And Bermuda, if they don't win today, can only end with 4 or 3 depending on the outcome tonight. That's if they don't win. But if they do, they'll go into the final day of action still in with a chance, because 3 teams are already on 6 points in the competition, namely Cuba, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. And as it now stands, the Jamaicans are leading via goal difference, and they play Trinidad and Tobago tonight. Cuba, it's their night off. So Bermuda must win. Antigua already out of contention. They can't end with more than 3 points. They end their fixture tonight. So that's a situation facing Bermuda. Must win if they are to continue into the final day with a chance of advancing. As Antigua, Portia Davis, playing a good give and go. Here's Brown, charging down the right. Looks up, now tries to get the cross in. Brilliantly done, Davis is there. As well, goalkeeper Harvey. Mia Christopher in a foot race. She's ahead of the 2 Antiguan defenders, but she's also smaller than both. And the size played a big role there. This is Waldron to keep the pressure on Antigua and Barbuda, showing good skills there to get away from Brianna Humphreys and getting a shot off in the end as well. Goalkeeper Edwards lined up beautifully behind it. It's a decent cross, you know, because she struck the ball from a moving position, which is far more difficult to do than if the ball was stationary. So Karen Warner is down again. She just returned to the field after a lengthy time on the sidelines getting some treatment. This time, though, she's hurried back to her feet. There's a kinesia tape right across the hamstring and knee section of her left foot. So we welcome you once again. If you're joining us for the first time, well, if you're joining us for the first time, we welcome you. And we must say good afternoon to those of you who've been with us since the start. Thanks for your company. And for those of you who've just joined us, welcome to our coverage. You're watching Bermuda against Antigua and Barbuda in Concacaf Women's Qualifiers. So we're coming to you live from the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. And that 1-0 lead you see there for Bermuda at the top left-hand corner of your screen was given to them by Akela Burford And it came on minute number 14. Antigua and Barbuda failed to hold on, failed to deal efficiently with a cross that came into their 18-yard area, and Ferbert capitalized and punished them for Bermuda's first goal of the championship. So they have one goal more than Antigua in this championship. Nanette falling over. This is Captain Portia Davis going forward, stopped in her tracks by Nanette. Now Christopher. Dill. Pushed in the back of the goal scorer, Ferbert, by Nicola Stewart. Butterfield. Waldron. She has the freedom of the National Stadium to go for a one-time cross. Bermuda gets back possession, or did they? Free kick won here by Antigua and Barbuda. A very, very, very threatening position. Foul committed there by Tasne Fubla. So free kick, and it does seem as if it's going to be difficult to take this one off Jadine Brown. She wants it. She's standing behind it. Can Antigua and Barbuda register their first goal of the championship? This is in a very good position. And a bit of power behind this one could do the trick. Referee Guzman just arranging and making, well, not arranging, but just making sure that this three-man defensive wall set up by Bermuda is at the 10 yards back. Brown, she's gone direct on goal. She's lacking in direction. There's nothing to that free kick. And it's a sight to see when a number 10 stands over a free kick in those positions. Once you have the 10 on the back of your shirt, people are going to expect some tricks and flicks. Nothing of the sort. So we're on to the half-hour mark. This is Frazzoni, 50-50 ball here. Coming away with it for Antigua and Barbuda, Khadija Proctor. Again, the Bermudans get possession back. Here's your goal scorer, Ferbert. A speculative shot there coming in from Bragman. Powerfully built midfielder for Bermuda. See the coach of the Antigua and Barbuda team at the foot of the screen just shouting some instructions to his players, how they'd love to go home with a goal or two, and a goal or two that would result in them leaving with a point or three. Well, struck forward, goalkeeper Edwards, very alert, left her line very quickly.
Take your time now. Well done, down the field. Step out middle. Step up. Step up.
Hope you enjoyed the coverage of the Diamond League final in Brussels earlier today. And as you head into the weekend of Premier League games in England and Major League Soccer in the United States on the Flow platforms 1 and 2. Coming near to collect. Punt. Offside. against Antigua and Barbuda. So Antigua and Barbuda have been forced into an early change caused by an injury to Brittany Edwards. Since then, Lakeisha Samuel has taken her position on the field. So both teams are now to full complement. Here's Waldron.
Step, Duki. Well done, well done. Okay.
Dale
Stand her up, stand her up,
played in on the
stand
left.
her up.
Showed a bit too much of the football on that occasion to Proctor.
Once you don't rush and just stand
The
her
throw
up,
to
she
the
gonna
Bermuda
change her
team.
mind.
In fact, it's a corner. Proctor succeeded in getting the ball behind for a corner.
19.
Or just hitting the side netting. A lot of curve on that ball. It was a curve with the inside of the right foot, which was always going to carry the ball away.
Push a little higher. Hey, Vic, you gotta get under the defender. You gotta get under the defender.
So
Yeah, you gotta get up.
the respective benches are just hoping for the best, and those sitting on them would be hoping to get onto the field as well. So this is match day 4, game number 7. And at the end of business tonight, we'll only have 2 games remaining.
That's it, just stand up. That's it, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here they come, the Bermudans. This is Christopher.
That's it, don't let him get into play.
So threatening forward movement here by Bermuda.
Step out.
Maintaining the pressure on Antigua and Barbuda.
Step out.
Good work done there
Step out.
by Brittany Humphreys. Didn't start the opening game against Jamaica. She came in as a substitute, and since then, she's won the confidence of the coach.
Referee
And she's
outside.
gotten
Referee
starts
outside.
in the 3 other games, including this one.
You can't be in there trying to put it like this.
She's improved
Step up.
in the coach's eyes during this tournament. And going forward, she's got to be one of his key members. So the decision making is what's letting Antigua and Barbuda down whenever they come forward and get themselves in good positions, such as this one. J.D. Brown unable to keep the ball into touch. This is very, very interesting because Deal has the ball. She has 2 players waiting in the area. Will she go for it herself? You bet she will. And the goalkeeper lines up behind it. Lacking in power.
Okay, that's okay still. Manji, well done. Just go and stand up in front of she. Make she change her mind what she wants.
Regulation catch there from the goalkeeper. Christopher.
Okay. Keeper. Okay, well done, well done, well done. Wow, come to the top. Come to the top and take
Well
your
done,
time.
Christopher. Well done,
Take your time. JD.
Claysia Edwards.
JD.
Waldron trying to skip away from O'Gara in the middle of the park. But O'Gara is back in possession. She slips over. And these fallings over don't appear to come from a slippery surface. so sure what it is.
Watch your back running. Keeper. Okay, keeper. Cover it, just let it go outside.
Another easy possession here for Antigua and Barbuda.
Remember, Manji, you play. Manji come wide, still run out wide. You're playing well, but just make sure work.
On minute number 38.
Well done, Claysia. Yeah, she'll go that side. Don't go too far, Manji.
Nicola
Take your time, kid.
Stewart with the free kick for, or the goal kick for Antigua and Barbuda.
Okay, where's that middle? Good one. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Pick up now, pick up. That's good, Manji. Don't let it go, Manji.
Dale is giving chase.
Hit the Manji.
But Proctor has this under control for Antigua and Barbuda. And so Bermuda getting ready for a throw. That's Khadija Proctor. Mia Christopher.
Let her turn. That's it. Slide. That's it. Now stand her up. No.
Kicked over in front of referee Guzman.
Okay, that's all
Was
right.
Bragman.
Tell the referee sorry.
Want to have a chat there
Tell the referee
with the offending player.
good. Well done, Lakeisha. Just stand her up like she has to.
Keisha Samuel, who just came onto the field
Watch her back.
as a replacement for Brittany Edwards. Waldron standing over it. Referee Guzman is walking away and having Jadine Brown follow in her footsteps. She's comfortable and happy that the one-man wall is 10 feet away from the ball. Let's see what Waldron will do. Will she go direct? Yes. There's nowhere near the goal. So 3 will qualify from the United States, and there'll be a half spot. So the 4th place team would battle, I think it's Argentina, for that 4th spot. As usual, some distance away. So a passage of pressure here from the Antigua and Barbuda team. They still, beautifully done there. Beautifully done there from punt. Look at this. Free kick to Antigua and Barbuda. And coming across to take it is Brianna Humphreys. She'll no doubt be floating it into that crowded left-hand corner of the 18-yard area. Her teammates are waiting. Going forward is Portia Davis, the captain. Chelsea Harvey got there well ahead of her. Made it look easy in the end. So we're in the last 5 minutes, the last 4 minutes of this first half. This is Dale trying to use her speed to good effect. And Proctor was standing in her way. Stuck out a left boot to prevent the speedy Dale getting away. Dell will get possession of the football fortuitously. Wasn't meant for her. Goal kick, says referee Guzman. So a precious 1-0 lead being protected here by Bermuda. They can't afford a draw. They can't afford a defeat. They must win. Failing that, the 3 teams who are ahead of them will go through to the qualifiers even before the final day. Sure, Antigua would like nothing more than to spoil the party here. Not for anybody's sake but their own. Warner, Humphreys. This is Waldron. Quick glance at the teams on the field. You'd think it's Jamaica out there playing. The bright yellow. Here's Christopher. Wonderfully done. She turned and in one motion in between the 2 defenders, she was calm as a cucumber. Calmness personified. And the little magician with a right-footed effort left the goalkeeper, Claysia Edwards, a mere spectator, as she pushed Bermuda further ahead. And they're in this championship. That goal came on minute 44. Nicely floated ball. Was she in an offside position? Is a question. That looked very close. In fact, the goalkeeper looked across to the assistant referee and got nothing from her. But Bermuda leading by 2-0. Nia Christopher, with that wonderful goal from inside the 18-yard area, has brought a bit of life to a game that was heading south. They're in minute 44. Game was just there and crying out for something, and arguably the smallest player on the field provided a huge play, and the play that will give them a great deal of confidence as they get ready to head to their dressing room in another minute or two with a precious and crucial 2-0 lead. How will Antigua react to this? Where and what do they look for motivation? They now can't get through to the qualifiers in the United States. So much has gone against them that should be able to get them up for this one. They've not scored, they don't have a point. It's so much. But they continue to concede. And the assistant referee, it's a time of day you look to her in this case, and she says 3 minutes of added time. So we're in the first of those 3 added minutes. Ogaro.
Let's go. Watch your back.
This is Waldron. Here's Christopher once more. Just teeing it up there for Frazzoni. Still Frazzoni, back to goal. Teeing it up now for Waldron. Will she go for the shot? You bet she would. And again, her shooting this afternoon has not been the greatest. She's gotten herself in good positions on at least the 2 or 3 occasions, yet to really make any impact. She brought out a good save from Edwards early in the piece, but that aside, her shooting has been really faulty. This is Ferbert, who got the first goal for Bermuda. Seemed like a lifetime ago. Came in minute number 14. Another corner for Bermuda. So they're ending the half on a high. Already gotten 2 goals. And now with a corner. So we're into the second of the 3 added minutes. This is the scorer of the second goal, Nia Christopher. Now looking to play the role of provider. Shot there, charge down from Nanette. And it's back in. Teal in an offside position. Spotted by the assistant referee over on the far side, Lydia DeQuia.
Well. Let's go. Let's burn it, burn it, burn it. Give me a good kick. Just knock it down the flank hard. Come. Good. That's good.
So Coach Vincent Samuel has a lot to talk about when he and his team get back into the dressing room for their halftime team talk. He's had a lot of that to do in this tournament, to be honest. This is Fazzoni.
Okay, Clacia, well done. Well done, man. She come wide and take a beautiful football there a while ago, man. That's because you're
Good idea.
That's it.
Just needed to keep it down a bit and to give Edwards some work.
But don't run and chase.
So the halftime whistle can come anytime now. It's been a half that at times the teams look equal. But there's another time that the Bermudans, they're slightly ahead, if you like. You can say they're superior quality. So the teams are heading back to their respective dressing rooms. One very happy and with a smile on their respective faces, and the other just going through the emotions that they've gone through for the 3 previous games. That of dejection, because they're yet to get a goal and just continues to concede. So at halftime here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica, goals, of course, by Kayla Ferbert on minute 14, and then a nice goal from inside the box from Nia Christopher in just about the 40th minute. Have Bermuda up by 2-0 over Antigua and Barbuda. We'll see in about 15 minutes' time when it will be time for the second half.